So is my screen present, right, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Imran.
Okay. So today we're going to discuss DAX. So nothing but the data analysis expression. So yesterday we just introduced so what is DAX and all. So here in the DAX we have so many functions like date and time functions is nothing but a time intelligence, like we play with the dates. Okay. So for any reporting tool, the main thing is the dates. Okay, date and time. So in the reporting, periodically, like I want to check year wise data, month wise data, week wise and quarter wise, right? So how my sales are going every day. So the default column should be date. So any database with the date, it maintain the data. So what is the use of the data? So by using the date, I can check each day transaction, like this. Okay. So I'm maintaining the same data here, like this is my product and order date, that price and quantity. So I have some data on date wise. Okay, I just taken the sample like a pen, pencil, cap, plate, something like. Okay, so this is transaction data on date wise. So I have around, it's the 2 years of data, just dummy data it is. Okay, so if you understand that scenario, so that you can deal with the big volume data also. So here the concept is, first we have to understand that data. Okay, so the logic. So I have some dates here. So from these dates I get some price, like amount, what is that for this order date, what is the price and count and all. Okay, so I want to go first Power BI. I get the data here from Excel. So data set. So in the data set workbook I have so many sheets. From that sheet I select, let it load. I select data test. Okay, so I'm testing the dates, right? So that I'm loading this, just load. So I will apply some functionalities by using the DAX queries here. So before going to use DAX, first we have to understand how we have to use it. Okay, so 16 rows has been loaded into my Power BI tool. You can check it out here. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to use this one. So first, date and time functions, it's very important guys. In real time you have to face with the time intelligence. Okay, time intelligence nothing but the dates. Okay, you play with the dates, like quarter wise data you fetch, year wise, month wise. Okay, there are so many things are there to use here. So we'll discuss one by one. So I'll tell you the logic how to do that. So rest of things you have to practice. Okay, there are so many DAX functions in Power BI. So each function we can discuss if you understand the concept and logic, so that rest of things are easy. So before going to start, so here main thing is, whenever you write the DAX function, so whenever you use a DAX function, like it's very important to understand what is filter in this and what is the expression. Okay, so for example I'm going to use DAX like sum. Okay, sum of, so here like sales I'm giving. So this is nothing but a expression. Okay, and it's going to evaluate the sales amount, like so if you do here the total sum I get here, right? The total sum is a 276. So this is nothing but a expression. Okay, it's evaluating this price column with the sum. Okay, if I do count also, it shows some count here, the 17. Okay, that this is nothing but a expression. Okay, with the expression I am getting some value. Okay, the total value I am getting, that is nothing but the expression. Like if I do some count, max, something like that is a rate, that is nothing but expression. Like the action, you are performing on this column with any math function, any statistical function, that is nothing but a expression. Okay, because based on your expression the value you get, that is nothing but a expression. Okay, so the action happening here. So and here filter. Okay, this is nothing but a expression. Next there is a filter. Okay, what is filter? So filter in the sense, you can see here in the data you have a product. Okay, I want to filter the data product wise. Okay, if I select pen, for that particular product I want to check what is the price and what is the quantity and what is the order date on this product. Okay, if I select on this order date, because the filter can be anything guys, but it should be meaningful. If you are applying anything like a filtering, it should be, for example, you are using a Flipkart, the Flipkart application you are using, you are going to order some product in online, you do filter, you apply the filters, right? So it doesn't mean you go through the brand, you go through the color, you go through the model, you go through the type of phone. Okay, this touch or different kind of. Okay, so it can be meaningful. So if I'm selecting brand, fine, it's fine, its color fine, model is fine, type is fine, but few things are there which is not give a complete meaning. Okay, like if I go and check first quantity 2 as a filter, is nonsense it is. Okay, so the filter in the sense, you should be give some complete picture. Okay, so for example here I have a product column here. Okay, I want to check on this product filter. Okay, I am applying filter on this product like pen. So wherever pen is there, that order date and the price and the quantity I want to see. Or if I select any of the date here, like on this order date, if I select this order date, on this order date how many products are sold and how, what is the price and what is the quantity. Okay, it will give clear picture of your data. Is it clear guys? Any doubt here? All of you? Fine, hope it's clear for all. Okay, now that is a filter concept here. So filter nothing but it will filter the data based on condition. Okay, so condition nothing but if you apply any filter, like any selection, based on that it will perform. Okay, so filter. So here while using the DAX, the expression on filters, okay, is nothing but a context. I can say context, filter context. Okay, so this is very important guys. So for every DAX function you should understand first what is the expression and what is a filter. So we'll go one by one here. Okay, now I'm going to use date and time function here. So I have the data. Okay, so order date. So here all the columns are available which we're going to perform on this tax. Okay, so order date is there, so I'm going to use date and time function. So the date and time function, so mostly in real time scenarios, so the things which you're going to use is like some time intelligence, I can tell you. So in real time you get one date field. Okay, like this date and dt. Okay, on this date and like this is how you get the data. Okay, like this. Okay, you get some order date, order id, something like. Okay, you get like this. On this you have to found max date, min date, okay, last year sales, current year sales, next quarter performance, quarter last year performance. Okay, it's a kind of comparison intelligence. Okay, comparing. And monthly sales. Okay, weekly sales. So it's all about on date, right? So I having one date. From this one date I get so many things. Okay, I can pull out so many things. So we'll see how it's fine, how it looks. Okay, now I loaded that data in Power BI. Go to data tab. So I'm in data view. So from this order date I have to pull some columns, new column. I'm going to create new column. So what and all my requirement is, I have an order date, I want to pull out year individually, month individually, quarter, like that. Okay, so click on new column. I'm going to add one column. So the column here, so give a name like year. Okay, year equals to, so on which column you are going to perform. So my column, date column is order date. So you are looking year from this order date. Okay, this column. So give year, just select. So you can see it's expecting date. So this column is a date, it's looking for the date. So this is my date column. So what is the name of the date column? Order date. Okay, order date. So first table name, after that column. So automatically it will just enter. So 2020-21 dates are came. Okay, fine. So what I am looking, it's done. Now I want to change the format of this. Okay, I just want to change the format. Okay, so if you select here, if you select the column which you are looking, like I don't want 01 Jan 2020, 02 Feb 2020. I don't want like this. I want like, first I want date, month, like a number, after that to year 2020. Okay, you can see here the format. Okay, for any column you can select here format. Okay, if I select a product, so it's coming a text. Okay, by default it will show you in which format the current selection column is. Okay, if you select an order date, so it's showing some format, because this order date, this date contain like some different formats. So you can select in which format you are looking out. Okay, so here you can see date, month, year. So in this format, so here date, month, year. Okay, here you can see short, like a 14/03/2020 short date. So some different types of dates formats are there. So which format you are looking, that format you can select. Okay, I'm just going to select this one. Okay, you can see here. So I have applied. Okay, now, and the main thing here, in real time I'm going to tell you, you get some dates, you get the data like this, but in some scenarios you want to know on which date my sales are nil. Like I have some dates here, I have some dates. So from these dates I can understand on this order date I got some product for the price and quantity and year. But if you see here, there is no date like a 03, like here also you can see here. Okay, so I have only Jan 2020 sales. Okay, but what about 2nd of Jan? I don't have that information, because on that day I don't have any product sales, okay, but I want to see missing sales, like it may be holiday or that day my business was running down, okay, but I closed my shop, something like, okay. So that also I want, but here as per the order, as per the available dates only I can do the reporting. What about missing dates? What about missing dates? So I want some calendar, like I can say it's a master calendar, so which continuously generate the calendar, okay, like your your minimum date you can find out here, like ascending or a descending order, okay, ascending I give. So this is my minimum date 01/01/2020, and you can find out max date also, like with the descending, okay, this is my max date. So this is how you can do ascending and descending. But to see the data and continuously, like whatever missing the dates, that dates information also I want, okay. So what I do, I create the master calendar. So when master calendar will create, that time I'll let you know. So currently we are in a DAX, so we'll discuss regarding the DAX, okay. I'll tell you in the master calendar when it's required. Now I'm going to use, this table for my reporting, okay, by using the time intelligence function. So there is a, so I'm removing this, okay, these are all the functions. So in real time also you will get the chance to work YTD, QTD, MTD, this and all, okay. I'm going to use this total YTD. So what YTD? So YTD, year to date, okay. YTD is nothing but a year to date. So I have the data, like 2 years data I have. So YTD, what it does, from starting that year to max, mean today is thing, it is 2022 December we are in, okay, that 2022 Jan to till December 2022 data available in my database. So I'm doing some YTD in the sense the starting of that year to till date, that information is nothing but a YTD, okay, year to date. So I'm going to use that. Show you guys how it works, okay. Go to report view. Now I'm selecting a card here, I'm selecting a card. So you can see here the quant first. Yes, one more thing I want to explain. So here the count, so what is the price of this? So 276 is the sum of this column, okay. The same result I have to get here if I do sum, okay. So I'm going to select this column, okay. So guys, if you select any column like this, by default here I selected this card in the canvas. I drag and drop this column in this visualization. I'm currently selecting in this, so that related column will display, and it will show you in the drop down list box on what function it's performing. So I can see it's a sum, okay. I don't want sum, I want count. You can go and select count, it will give you count is 16. So if I go and see, so what is the count for this 17, what is the count for here 16. So why? Because here along with this price it's giving the count, okay. Along with this column header it's giving the count, but the Power BI giving only for these numbers, okay. Hope this is clear. Now the 16 is my count of, but I don't want 16 count, I want sum of my price, okay. Again go and select here, you can select sum, fine. My sales are 276, you can see my sales are 276. Here also matching, here also matching, guys. This is one kind of testing, like a reporting level and database level testing. Whenever you are developing a report with a database, so you should do test, like what is the background data and what is the front end in visualization data. Like it should be match if you do count, it should be match if you do sum, it should be match if you do average. Okay, so it should be match your database. Okay, the data should match with your visualization part, with your background data, then only your report is correct. Whatever you showing like a dummy things here, it doesn't mean your correct, your data is correct and your visualization is correct. You should match each and everything with your database visualization, then only your report working fine, else no. Okay, now I'm going to use the table. Okay, this table, sorry. See, it was selecting here default, like it was in current selection, I selected this, so the visualization got changed. So again I go to back to settings. Okay, so whenever you are selecting any new visualization, it should be empty, so you have to click on this empty canvas so that you can go and select the other visualization. Okay, now I'm in other visualization. Now I'll see the product. First I will take the order date. So guys, so here I selected order date, but the order date is showing quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, like this. Okay, you can observe here hierarchy got created automatically. So the time intelligence, the Power BI intelligence, based on date, any date from your database, it's coming any date automatically. The Power BI intelligence, it try to convert, it try to provide you this more information, like from the date it will give you quarter, month, day and all. Okay, so it will be easy for you to understand, so that the Power BI intelligence try to pull you the date. If you don't want, like if you don't want like that, like I just drag and drop this order date, but this all data comes in my report here. So I just maximize it, so I'm selecting this and go to format. So I just column header, I increase the size. I'm increasing the size and values also we need to increase. Okay, hope it's clear now. You can see here I just, in my background I have the data. You can see I have the, in the background data I have only order date, year, that's it. I don't have any quarter 1, day 1 and all here. But the Power BI intelligence, see, on this order date automatically hierarchy is created, like year, quarter, month, day. Okay, see, I just drag and drop the one column, from that one order date column, that Power BI intelligence automatically providing me what is the year and what is the quarter for that year, what is the month. Okay, you can find out here. Okay, I don't want day. Okay, you just go and deselect this day, it will goes from this. Okay, and I don't want month also. Okay, just go and select month. I don't want quarter also. I just need a year. Okay, fine. Now this sum is there, right? For this sum I want to see what is the sum for year wise. Okay, now I'm going to select the filter here. You can see the filter, this is a filter. Just select year wise data I want to see. Okay, so there is a year, I'm going to select this year. Okay, I'm going to select a year. So it is in slide and dice, it is in slide and dice. You just select a format. Okay, list format. Okay, now if you want to make it some big, it is just apply this format printer and paste this. Okay, it's not applying for this, so I do manually here. Okay, item, so in the item I select the size. Now you can see here I'm this is nothing but a filter, guys. This year I'm keeping as a filter. You just remove this, okay? I show you later, okay? So this is nothing but filter. I'm selecting 2020 here. You can see the 2020 sales price is 100. If I select 2021, 176, okay? 2020, this 2020 I can go and see in the background, okay, in my Excel sheet what is the 2020 sales. You can see this is 2020 till here, okay? You just select this. So what is the sum for this? 100, okay? You can see here for 2020 100. If I select 2021, 176. So from this 2021 you can see 176 here, 170, it's matching, okay? Like that I want to see the data in one report. What is my current sales, what is my previous quarter sales and year sales, okay? Like that. Now I'm going to select again this, okay? So year column I'm selecting, sorry. So I'm going to select this year column, so it will get some information, okay? See, based on my selection it's changing the value. So I go and do the format of this because I want to show the values bit here. Column header I increase the size. Next I'm going to increase the values also, okay? So header is a year, value is a number which I am going to present, okay? Okay, now if I deselect this, so 2020, 2021, now I am going to present the year wise sales here. So I'll take this price column, okay, just drag and drop, okay? You can see here, so this is for 2020 sales, this is for 2070 2021 sales 176, okay? The total sales is 276, here is the 276, it's matching. Now I want to check what is my YTD, okay, for this current year sales. If you go and take order date, if you take this order date you will get some clear picture, okay? Month, what is the month size, monthly sales, like that, okay? Okay, the day, so we will see here the price, that year. I don't want this year, okay? So you can see here, and you can do the adjustment. First I want year here, the first column, you can do some adjustment here. So just select this and drag it in first place, okay? Some adjustment also you can do. So quarter, month and day, okay? I don't want day, guys, okay? I don't want day, fine. So the picture gives some information, like for this year, for this quarter, this is my sales, okay? Now I'm going to create a YTD, okay? YTD is a DAX, so new measure, okay? New measure. So the name I'm giving here YTD, year to date, guys. Think we are in 2022, end of the end of the year, the December. So till to since 2022 we are in, but YTD what it does, from Jan to December sales it will try to give. For example, we are in December 2022 20, and the date is 2020, till date, from beginning of this year, from Jan to till date, the sales information it will try to give you, okay? So I'm giving you condition. So YTD, so the expression is total YTD. You can see here it will it's giving the prompt like expression, what expression you are looking out from this. Okay, so my expression, I told you sum, max, min, count, this and all expressions guys. Okay, so I'm giving sum of, you can see here the format is showing now column name. Okay, what column name you are looking out of from this. Okay, price. Now total sum of this. Guys, whenever you going to write any DAX function, first you have to observe what hints it's giving to you. Okay, see here I'm removing this again, I'm showing you twice because it's very important. So I'm giving just here total YTD. Okay, you can see here what YTD actually looking out, the total expression. First it's looking expression. Okay, I take a screenshot first. Okay, first I take a snipping tool. Okay, I'm just taking screenshot here because you'll forget after this. See what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get YTD sales. Okay, total YTD. So when I written here YTD, it's providing this hint like how it should looks like. First is expecting expression, after that dates, after that filter, after that year end. Okay, so total YTD. So expression is looking out, right? So expression is sum of what expression you are going to do on this price column. Okay, now close. Okay, again you can see here, so the expression done. Next comma, so it's asking me to give a comma, give comma. After that is expecting date. Okay, what is the date? I can say this is order date. Okay, this is my column, right, which coming from the background from my Excel sheet. Okay, this date only. Okay, just select a date. Okay, and this filter and all I'll tell you later, nothing but filter I discussed you in the background. I want to check like for quote for 2020 the filter, 2021 as a filter, January as a filter, product pen as a filter, right? So first you try to understand this basic DAX. Now date also done. Now I'm going to close. Okay, I'm going to close. Okay, just enter. Now my YTD expression created. Okay, the DAX created. If any mistakes is there guys, so I am wantedly giving here one more bracket. You can see here, see the syntax are incorrect. DAX total is like this. Okay, so it will highlight and it will highlight here also. Okay, so remove this, just enter. So it will try to give you good tax. Okay, now I got YTD, I got YTD year to date. Just drag and drop this here. See, so here I am getting total sales, but here I am getting current year sales. The current year is what? 2022. See guys, matching for 2021. Currently I am in 2021 as per my data, not in real world data. Okay, this is 2022 Jan, but my data max date is a 2022 year, right? So that as per that report showing. Okay, you can see here, if I unselect also, current year sales is showing here. Okay, 176. The same way I want to check last year sales. Okay, last year sales, like 2020 is the last year, right? So if I select here 2020, okay, the year is showing like this, but I don't want like that. By default this report should be work as a static, and it should be present current year sales and last year sales, the comparison. Okay, so how we do that? Again, go to new measure. So again I'm giving last year LTD. Okay, last year, like this is 2021, I taking as a YTD I'm taking this YTD last year, YTD year to date. Okay, last year same. Okay, total YTD expression expecting, so same sum of price, okay, close, comma, so date. Now for YTD I just taken a order date, but I'm looking past orders, right, like a last year order. So previous, previous, you can see here previous here, else parallel period. So there is a functions like as per your scenario, as per your requirement, you have to be performed. Okay, there is a requirement like pin to pin date to match. Like I'm selecting currently 2022 Jan 22nd, the same date I want to be select last year also. Okay, in that scenario also you can do some some experiments. Okay, so I'm giving same period function, DAX function. In that function what is expecting order date. Okay, just close. Just what mistake it's showing here, parallel period. So total YTD, sample period first. Okay, sample period, okay, it should be same period last year. Okay, same period last year. Now we will get order date. So like this. Okay, so that DAX intelligence, like the time intelligence, provide you the necessary information. Okay, if you follow the same syntax, no issues you get, because every DAX function nothing but this total YTD, total MTD, this is all. Okay, so it's showing some format right here. If you follow the same format, you won't get any issues. If you miss that format, obviously it will show the error. Okay, just enter. I'm giving total YTD, sum of date test here, and the same year. Okay, I'm giving sample like same period last year. I'm looking 2020 sales. Okay, now just enter. So see, I got it here. Okay, last period here. Okay, now I'm going to drag and drop this, measure it, this. See guys, so for this is a 2020 sales. If you click here, it's showing 0 because the data having only 2020, it's expecting 2019 data, which is not available here, right? It's expect, I'm selecting 2020, and here last year sales, like exactly 2019 data it's showing. I mean expecting, so that data not available in my report. Okay, so you can see in Excel I don't have 2019 data. If I have, obviously it will show. Okay, so if I select 2021, so it will show. So if I unselect, showing like this is my current sales, 2021 sales is showing 100, like a last year sales. So we'll see whether the 100 is correct or not. You can see 2020 the 100. Okay, if it is select, so what it does, so based on my requirement I present the data in year, like YTD, MTD, QTD. Okay, the same way guys, the same way I do MTD. Okay, rest of things you try to do. I'm going to provide this. Okay, I'm going to provide this Excel, like this notepad, or you can go and check in a yesterday provided link. You can find out all DAX functions. Okay, so why I'm going to start with the time intelligence means you're going to deal in real time with the time intelligence functions only. Okay, this is a challenging role. And the text functions, this and all is simple, but time intelligence functions, DAX functions are very very important. Okay, the same way I'm going to do MTD. So go to new measure. So I'm going to give the measure name, my measure name I'm giving MTD. So what MTD? Now I'm in 2021 December. Okay, what is MTD means? Month to date, like what is the max month you are in, the sales, what is the max month sales, that sales it will give from the starting to max. Now we are in 2022, we are in 2022 Jan 20. Okay, so some transactions happen, my sales happens. If I want my MTD sales, what it will show for 2022 Jan 1st to till date, my sales it will show. Okay, we'll see how it is. So total, you can see here total MTD. So what it's expecting? Expression sum of price comma, obviously it will show, sorry it's close, it will ask you to dates. Okay, the date is ordered. Okay, just close. So my MTD also came, just drag and drop in your report. You can see this is my MTD sales. Okay, so what is MTD? So from the current month where you are currently running, that sales. Okay, so I can say the current, in the sense the max date here is 2021, right? And the current sales in the sense 11, right guys? This one, this record, this is a max record, right? So here November 2nd is the current month as per this record, as per this table, so that is showing 36. Is it clear guys? Any confuse? All of you say yes or no, just. Okay, fine. The same way last year MTD also, like the same month I'm in, right? Now currently I'm in Jan. So if I select last MTD, like it will go to 2020 Jan sales. Like I do comparison, what is my sales for this current year compare with the last year. Okay, so this is how we play with the time intelligence function guys. It's very important. So if you guys having any doubts from this, please ask me in the tomorrow class, we'll discuss, because time intelligence are very simple if you understand. If you not understand, it's very difficult. Okay, so any doubts guys in this?
No doubt, Imran.
Is it clear, all of you?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to end this session. I have even other meeting. Okay, fine, tomorrow we'll discuss this, and I'm going to share this in a same mail, okay, which I forward to all of you in the data and all. Fine guys, thank you, bye bye.
Bye, Imran.